Well,
and Callum Wilson's fit. Sorry to interrupt, but Callum Wilson being fit, he is a good quality player, right? Not world class, because that would be ridiculous, because there's only a couple of those in the world. But he is a really good, solid Premier League player that could probably get you 15 to 20 goals a season if he stays fit. And he's proven now that with the right supply and in the right team, he is an absolute threat for goal. And fair play to him.
I said it before. Like the first time Bournemouth went down, Wilson was out for 6 months. Like he had a long-term injury, and that's really what cost us that time.
Okay, so the question I did want to ask is, with Callum Wilson and the way he's playing and in form, everybody has been talking about Tammy Abraham and of course the Brentford striker
Ivan Toney.
So it looks like and of course, one of the arguments or conversations we always keep having is all these other guys are going to be, second choice to Harry Kane. Callum Wilson, though, if you have to pick, I don't know how many strikers Southgate is going to pick, but if you have to pick one between Callum Wilson, Tammy Abraham, and Ivan Toney right now this season, so far for the World Cup, who would that be, Big Dunk? And then Neil, you can go after.
Well, first of all, I'll say that's a tough decision, and you could. There's a case for picking any of the three there. Personally, who would I go for? Again, like just as a quick side note here, like it'd be interesting to see when Southgate does name his final squad. Is he going to take note of the form of people this season? Because again, he wasn't very honest about that before when he first took over, and he said he's going to pick on form. So to answer your question, JJ, I don't know. I'd probably go with Toney myself.
Okay, and Mr. Hinder?
I was just pulling up the stats for all of them. I wouldn't go with Tammy Abraham because he's not scoring the goals that he was scoring before. And this season is nowhere near as good. If I'm looking for someone to come on and make an impact, I think I'm going to go with Callum Wilson over Ivan Toney because I think he'd be a way better impact. I'd probably take all three, in all honesty. I'd take Wilson and Toney. Just so you've got a player to come on and then a player to play games when you want to rest Kane, right?
This man had the question, right?
But definitely, I said I'd take Wilson. Okay, I said I would take all three on the basis of that why not? You should have enough in your squad to allow to have three strikers, right?
You might, as well as with Southgate, you might know. I like the Callum Wilson. They're all strikers that pretty much rely on good supply, and so far this season, Callum Wilson, Newcastle playing really well. So we shall see. Let's see if he actually gets on the plane to Qatar.
And just to give the stats, this season alone, so you've got in Serie A, Tammy Abraham, 11 games, 2 goals and 1 assist, 4 matches in the Europa League and only 1 goal. So he's not really firing on all cylinders at the moment. Callum Wilson has got 9 games in the Premier League and 6 goals, which is pretty impressive. And then you've got 13 matches and 8 goals for Ivan Toney. So, yeah, to me, those two would be the ones I would be taking.
Martins